You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
All set for your flight?
Yep, I've got everything I need. Eye mask, neck pillow, T-Mobile, headphones.
Wait, T-Mobile?
You bet. Free in-flight Wi-Fi. 15% off all Hilton brands. I never go anywhere without T-Mobile. Same goes for my water bottle, chewing gum, nail clippers,
okay,
passport.
I'm gonna leave you to it.
Find out how you can experience travel better at T-Mobile.com/travel.
Qualifying plan required. Wi-Fi were available on select U.S. airlines. Deposit and Hilton Honors membership required for 15% discount. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, you've come to the right place. This is the podcast that talks about amazing stories of Tinseltown from another era and fascinating conversations with writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara.
So, Steve, did Ava Gardner and Howard Hughes have a good relationship?
Well, they did until he dislocated her jaw.
What?
Well, don't worry. She hit him back with an ashtray.
From Beneath the Hollywood Sign is the gin joint for you.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Triviality Presents Bloodsport. My name is Neal and I'm joined here by Ken, Matt, and Jeff. How are you?
Oh, good to see you guys again for the final three.
Final three. We have Amy, Paull, Kate Hagerman, and Aaron Hall. Let's go to Amy. How are you feeling being in the final three?
I am feeling worried about the competition, but I'm happy to be here and to see what new format Ryan has come up with, because I'm fascinated with all the different ways to ask trivia questions.
We are too, and you narrowly escaped the clutches of Gary Middleton last episode, but great job in the showdown. And Aaron, you're one competitor we haven't talked to yet about your journey, so how does it feel being in the final three, and what are your plans going forward here? What's your strategy?
It's pretty exciting. It's a lot of fun. I would also give Ryan a lot of credit. These games are very exciting, very fun to play. I've been asked, my wife keeps asking me how it's going, and I was like, it's very fun. I'm getting my ass kicked all over the place. I just hope that I can continue to luckball my way along the, one step further.
That's right. And as Michael Caine tells a young Batman in Batman Begins, if you fall, you get right back up again. But as you said, Ryan Kloefkorn Meyers, last episode, every episode, he's written so many great questions, and this one is going to be no exception. So let's throw it over to Ryan to explain what today's theme is. It's a brand new type of game, and we're going to see what everyone has in store. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Neal is right. The last two episodes we had in the first season of this one, we are going on the campaign trail. I have taken every state and their corresponding electoral votes, and I'm going to give each contestant a little list to try to name as many things from as they can. They can range in anything from like 3 to 7-ish. Whoever gets the most correct is going to win that state's electoral votes. If there is a tie, they will split, and any remainder will go over to the third candidate. If all three get the same amount, the votes will go to Dutch Boy.
Yes, please.
Dutch Boy is currently very sad that the Netherlands national women's soccer team lost to the U.S. in the World Cup today.
They played their hearts out, and they are our favorite players of any sport, including curling.
You can't name any of them, Dutch Boy. You're a fake fan.
I am not on the bandwagon. Leave me alone.
He even said bandwagon. He's actually Dutch, guys. All right, so...
maybe German.
Depends how long he has to do the accent.
It's okay. Dutch Boy is currently drowning his sorrows in stroopwafel. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Aaron and Amy and Kate, your first question. You're going to be fighting for the state of Maine. Maine is worth 4 votes. Maine is known as the Pine Tree State. Since and including 2016, Chris Pine has appeared in 7 feature films, excluding documentaries. 1 was about a ship. 1 is about crime. 1 was a sequel. In 1, he played a scientific father. In 1, you almost see his junk. And in the other, you actually do see his junk. And the last one was a voice role. Please name as many of these films as you can. Again, Maine is known as the Pine Tree State. Since and including 2016, Chris Pine has appeared in 7 feature films, documentaries notwithstanding. 1 is about a ship. 1 is about crime. 1 was a sequel. In 1, he played a scientific father. In 1, you almost see his junk. In another, you actually do see his junk. And the last was a voice role. Please name as many of these films as you can. And we'll give you about 25 seconds.
I was gonna say, Ryan, you do see his junk, but then you immediately corrected what I was gonna say. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it was. I mean, there's literally no reason to see that one film for anything other than that.
Really, I thought it was great. So I disagree.
Oh, I didn't.
Ryan.
I have
no hints.
That's just not my thing. All right, I've got about 5 seconds left, folks.
So in between the studio as they finalize their answers, there is the battle of the Chris's. You have Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pine. Anyone any favorites?
Or Pratt.
Pratt?
Or Hemsworth.
Evans
Hemsworth?
for prettiness.
Evans. Yeah.
No, Evans is great. And he's also really funny.
Neal?
He's very sweet, fights for good causes. He's actually Captain America. All right. Our lovely contestants. Aaron, first of all, what is your number one campaign issue for this election? Mine is getting kids off of lawns.
Are you being serious right now?
No.
If you want to, you can say something silly and jokey. But
is this part of it? Because I was.
Aaron pulled out a full platform. He was ready to go.
Yeah, I was about ready to start going down the list of. No, I got. Wow.
All right, Aaron.
What? On my heels.
What movies do you have?
Oh boy. Okay, I have Star Trek Beyond Darkness, Unstoppable, Stoking Aces, and Gnomes. That's it.
I like gnomes with a question mark. Amy, what movies do you have?
How many I should have 7, right?
7, and you only get as many guesses as there are answers.
Okay. Well, I have Star Trek 8. I have Perfect Storm, The Andrea Doria, Magic Mike, and then Zootopia, Frozen, and Pets.
I like hedging your bets. Kate, what do you have?
I just had Star Trek, Wonder Woman, and Pets.
Well,
do I get an advantage in this round?
I'm sorry. Yes, Kate, you do win something because you won the last episode. You get a commemorative 2000 election hanging Chad.
Oh.
With this, you can produce one hanging Chad to show that the vote wasn't the way it looked, and you can change a tie into a win or like a loss into a tie. It basically gives you a bonus answer.
Okay.
Don't waste it on Maine. That's my
Maine
recommendation.
Maine is nice. Don't.
All right. So the movie about the ship was The Finest Hours. Your crime movie was Hell or High Water.
Oh, of course.
Your sequel, and it pains me, Aaron, you have to stop doing this, is Star Trek Beyond. The one before was Into Darkness.
The lesser known subtitle after that was
Star Trek Beyond Darkness, the Darkness. He played a scientific father in A Wrinkle in Time. You almost see his junk in Wonder Woman. You do see his junk in Outlaw King. And he played one of the Peter Parker in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So, with Wonder Woman, Kate picks up Maine for 4.
I was not expecting that.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
All right, we're going to move on to Massachusetts. This one's worth 11.
All right.
Massachusetts is known as the Bay State. In 1968, Otis Redding had the first ever posthumous #1 hit with Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay. Please name the 7 other singers since to have had #1 hits on the Hot 100 after their death. Only 1 is female, 4 were shot to death, 2 were featured artists, and like Otis, another one died in a plane crash. Again, Massachusetts is known as the Bay State. In 1968, Otis Redding had the first posthumous #1 hit with Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay. Please name the 7 other singers that have had a #1 hit on the Hot 100 chart after their deaths. Only 1 is female, 4 were shot to death, 2 were featured artists, and like Otis, 1 died in a plane crash. I'll give you guys about 25 seconds.
Is Bay spelled B-A-E or is that B-A-Y?
That's the state where you're from, Ken.
Okay.
A citizen of Bay.
I was hoping this would be about Michael Bay movies. I was the only one.
I just couldn't do 2 movies in a row. Otherwise, oh yeah.
Transformers.
Dude, you know what makes me sad? The last worldwide #1 movie not to be Star Wars or Marvel was Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
And not only are the Transformers films bad, that was like the first one with Mark Wahlberg. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate this stupid timer. I just type it into Google, but it's the same timer that's on my phone because I have a phone by Google, and it is giving me like PTSD nightmares right now.
So to be clear, there are no cookies.
Okay, so that was time. Amy, can you list some dead singers for me?
I can try. Tupac, Nat King Cole, Buddy Holly, Big Bopper, Selena, John Lennon, and David Bowie.
All right.
Am I supposed to do 7? Is that right?
Yes, there were 7. Kate, who do you have?
I have Janis Joplin, Marvin Gaye, Richie Valens, David Bowie, Tupac, Biggie, and Triple X Tenacion.
That's pronounced wonderfully.
That's about how I would have said it too, I'm pretty sure.
And Aaron.
Marvin Gaye, Tupac. Somehow I have Big Bopper, not the other 2 guys. I said Don McLean, which I don't think is right, and Selena.
Well, your correct answers are in 1971 with Me and Bobby McGee, Janis Joplin.
Nice.
In 1973 with Time in a Bottle, your other plane crash death, Jim Croce.
Mm-hmm.
In 1980 with Just Like Starting Over, John Lennon.
Yay!
In 1997 twice with Hypnotize and Mo Money, Mo Problems is the Notorious B.I.G. In 2004 featured on Slow Motion is Soulja Slim. In 2008 featured on Lil Wayne's Lollipop is Static Major. And last year, 2018, with Sad, is XXX Temptation.
Wow.
Is that how you say it?
Tupac hit #1 with the double A side of California Love and How Do You Want It, but he was still alive at the time. So Kate, with 3, picks up your win there. She picks up another 11 electoral votes. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to go to New Hampshire. New Hampshire's worth 4. New Hampshire is known as the Granite State. If you take something for granted, you're messing up that phrase and not using English properly. So you might want to try a different popular language instead. Other than English, please name the 7 languages spoken at home by at least 1 million U.S. citizens by 2016 census info. Again, New Hampshire is known as the Granite State. If you take something for granted, you're messing up that phrase and not speaking English properly. So you might want to try a different language. Other than English, please name the 7 languages spoken by at least 1 million U.S. citizens in their homes in 2016. You have about 25 seconds.
Are you going to say that's one of your favorite jokes from Rick and Morty?
I forgot until this moment.
No idea what you're talking about.
One of the characters says, I'm going to take something for granted. And he's like, Did you just say granite? And then they mocked relentlessly, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm focused intently on this timer because it's not going to go off because I can't do this. It's like when your wake up alarm you hear in public.
If there were cookies, what kind of cookies would they be?
Ken, what's your campaign issue? It seems cookie related.
Oatmeal raisin. Be elevated beyond just for old
chaotic
people.
evil. I get it.
Mo cookies, mo problems.
I'm
That's
an
what I
oatmeal
say.
chocolate chip kind of guy.
All right, that's time. Kate, can you name those 7 languages, please?
Sure. I have Spanish, Arabic, I said Chinese, and Mandarin, American Sign Language, French, and Hebrew.
All right. And Aaron?
Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, French, Italian, Russian, Portuguese.
And Amy?
I had Spanish, Arabic, French, German, Vietnamese, Chinese, and Swedish.
With 40 million speakers, Spanish. With 3.3 million, Chinese. With 1.7, Tagalog, Filipino population. With 1.5 million, Vietnamese. 1.2 million, Arabic. 1.2 million, French. And with 1 million, Korean. So with 5 of those, your 4 electoral votes are going to go to candidate Paull.
Woohoo!
Vermont is up next. Vermont has 3 electoral votes. Vermont is known as the Green Mountain State. Please name the 2 western states that each contain different mountain ranges called the Red Mountains. The country that has a mountain range that translates into English as Yellow Mountains. The island with a blue mountain range known for its coffee. And the mountain itself that was the original name for America the Beautiful, potentially a Purple Mountain's Majesty. Again, Vermont is known as the Green Mountain State. Please name the 2 western U.S. states that each contain different mountain ranges called the Red Mountains. The country that has a mountain range translating into English as Yellow Mountains. The island with a blue mountain range known for its coffee. And the mountain itself that was the original name for America the Beautiful, potentially a Purple Mountain's Majesty. I'll give you all 20 seconds.
Now, the Vermont question is come up on our show
Quite a
many
bit,
times.
yeah.
Because you continue to get it
Wrong.
Wrong.
The Green Mountain State.
Yes.
So we really need to campaign hard there to get those votes back.
Because the Mountaineers are from West Virginia.
I tried really hard to make this a question about Ethan Allen and then like about furniture stores, but I couldn't access enough data about it. And so I just went with this instead. All right, that is 20 seconds. We are starting with candidate Hall. Aaron, what do you have?
I don't even know if I got enough answers, to be honest with you. If you want me to separate them all, I have Java, Utah, Nevada, and the Smoky Mountains. I don't even know if I understood what you asked.
Okay, and Amy?
I had Java, California, Idaho, Denali, and Russia.
And candidate Hagerman?
I had California, Nevada, China, Jamaica, and then I said Mount Vespucci.
All right. The 2 states out west that have different things called the Red Mountains are Utah, and there's one in Yellowstone in Wyoming. The Yellow Mountains are in China. Blue Mountain Coffee is in Jamaica, and the Purple Mountain Majesty, the original name for America the Beautiful, is Pikes Peak. So with 2 correct answers, candidate Hagerman is picking up 3 electoral votes.
I think I see where this is going, Aaron.
Yeah, no kidding.
With that attitude, we're moving on.
No,
God, this
turn it
question.
around.
I wrote this question around lunchtime of earlier last week. Rhode Island. Rhode Island's worth 4. Rhode Island is known as the Ocean State. Ocean water is a bright blue coconut-flavored drink you can order at a Sonic drive-in. Excluding adding chili and cheese to anything, please name the 8 snacks and sides Sonic lists on their online menu.
So 8 things?
Yeah, I'll give you about 25 seconds.
Looks like Matt has opinions.
I do.
So Rhode Island's known as the Ocean State. Ocean water is a coconut-flavored drink you can get at Sonic. Excluding adding chili or cheese to anything, please name the 8 snacks and sides Sonic lists on their online menu. 25 seconds.
Yeah, I was really excited when they first started bringing Sonics into this area, but they're so slow. There was one like literally next door to my Starbucks,
which is ironic.
I couldn't even go there on my lunch because it took more than 30 minutes for me to get my snacks.
Ooh, look, man, I'm on roller skates. I'm trying to deliver as fast as I can.
I'm like, God, your roller skates are not going fast enough.
I'm
ladies.
wearing.
Let's pick it up.
I know.
We need to get you like some hot pants and some roller skates. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, the
cookies
timer
are done.
I'm seriously. I'm gonna die of a heart attack by the time this show ends. All right. So, candidate Paull, what do you have?
You said 8 things.
Correct.
I have onion rings, fries, tater tots, corn dogs, apple slices, pretzel sticks, gummies, and chips.
All right. Kate, what do you have?
I had fries, hamburger, onion rings, chips, milkshake, hot dog, soft pretzel, and nachos.
All right. And Aaron?
Jalapeno poppers, chicken wings, chicken nuggets, fries, tater tots, onion rings.
Well, your correct answers are soft pretzel twist or pretzel sticks,
Yay.
tots, fries, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, popcorn chicken, cheddar peppers, which are jalapeno bites, and a corn dog. So both, I think the Amy got 5 and Aaron got 5. So you'll be splitting Rhode Island each.
Vote for Hall this fall.
Yeah, right.
All right, we're heading to the New York suburbs. We're going to go Connecticut. This is worth 7. Connecticut is known as the Constitution State. Please tell me what the 6th to 9th Amendments are to the U.S. Constitution, as best you can. Again, Connecticut is known as the Constitution State. Please tell me what the 6th to 9th Amendments are in the United States Constitution. I'll give you about 23 seconds.
Those are the ones no one learns.
That's right.
Loki, I just wanted to say 69 and get away with it.
Nice.
Ken understands.
It's the Constitution State because they all roll high on that stat in D&D, right?
God.
All right, that is time. Kate, what do you think the 6th through 9th Amendments to the United States Constitution are?
I just had to really take some guesses. I said illegal search, the Electoral College, the House, and the Senate.
Okay, over to Aaron.
I'm embarrassed. I can only write one. I know one wrong thing. It's establish a militia.
And then over to Amy.
I had speedy trial, jury by peers, illegal search and seizure, and states' rights.
Your correct answers are rights not specifically enumerated, excessive fines and bail or cruel and unusual punishment, trial by jury, fair and speedy trial. Candidate Paull picks up 7 electoral votes.
Nice.
Woohoo!
She's surging in the polls right now.
So currently, Kate has 18, Amy has 13, and Aaron has 2. We're moving on to New York, and this is worth 29.
Woo!
New York is known as the Empire State. Please name the 4 historical empires that, excluding Antarctica, have covered at least 10% of the land area of Earth at their peaks. We're excluding the Qing and Yuan dynasties because exact information is not known. They say it ranges anywhere from like 6 to 10. And if they don't have an exact number, I'm not counting it. So again, New York is known as the Empire State. Please name the 4 historical empires that, excluding Antarctica, have covered at least 10% of the land area of Earth at their peaks. We are excluding the Qing and Yuan dynasties because exact information is not available.
We've got a new goal when you come to power, Ken.
What's that?
11%.
Right.
Oh, and you guys had like 20 seconds.
Thanks.
Are we including the First Galactic Empire?
Do it.
Good old Palpatine.
It's the Trade Federation.
Dude, Newt Gunray, what a punk. All right, so we are starting with Aaron. Aaron, what 4 empires did you have?
Roman, British, Mongol, and that's it. The other one, I wrote something incomplete. That's all I really have.
Amy.
I had Roman, Mongol, Ottoman, and Prussian.
And Kate.
I had Byzantine, Roman, Hellenic, and then British.
Your correct answers are, in 1810, covering 10% of the world, Spanish Empire.
Ooh.
In 1895, with 17%, Russian.
Not Prussian?
Nope, just regular Russian.
That's just how I say my R's.
Exactly.
In either 1270 or 1309 with 18%, Mongol. And in 1920 with 26%, is British, which means Aaron gets 29 votes and has taken the lead.
Can I cause that a tie? Oh, it was close enough.
Not.
Hold on.
So she can use her bonus for that?
She can use her hanging
awesome.
Chad. So you are, sorry, Aaron, you're going to split your 29. So the 28 divided by 2 is 14 for each, and 1 left over goes to Amy.
Thanks.
We have there's a lot of faithless electors.
Oh, that just took some serious wind out of my sails.
Sorry.
This is such a great
Aaron's
metaphor.
at 16, Amy's at 14, and after a recount, candidate Hagerman is now sitting at 32. All right, we're gonna stay in the suburbs with 14 votes. We're moving to New Jersey. New Jersey is known as the Garden State. As per USDA information from 2015, by billions of dollars sold, please name the 5 most lucrative, most sold crops in the United States in 2014.
Cream crops.
It's not cream.
Yeah, they're trying to find the cream of the crop, just not cream.
Yeah.
Again, New Jersey is known as the Garden State. As per USDA information from 2015, by billions of dollars sold, please name the 5 most lucrative, most sold crops in the U.S. in 2015. So, candidate Paull, I want you to name some crops.
I can name some crops. I don't know if they're profitable, but soybean, corn, wheat, rice, and alfalfa.
All right, Kate.
I had corn, soybean, wheat, apples, and rice.
And Aaron.
Soybeans, corn, wheat, cranberries, lentils.
Most up top with 52.4 billion is corn. With 40.3 billion, soybeans. With 11.9 billion, wheat. I'm going to skip down to number 5 with 8.4 billion is hay. And with 10.8 billion, alfalfa.
Wow.
So Amy picks up 14 votes and doubles her vote
For
count.
the record, New Jersey is my home state, so I knew that they would vote for me there.
Well, it's we're heading over to Keyana Kutney's home state of Pennsylvania now, and that is worth 20. Pennsylvania is known as the Keystone State. The controversial 4th phase of the Keystone Pipeline, the Keystone XL, runs through which 5 Canadian provinces and U.S. states? Again, Pennsylvania is known as the Keystone State. The controversial 4th phase of the Keystone Pipeline, the Keystone XL, runs through which 5 Canadian provinces and U.S. states? You have
5 states?
There are 5 answers, and they are Canadian provinces and U.S. states. You have Michael Jordan seconds.
That is something.
45?
Yeah.
12, actually.
Wow.
This is a great question from Ryan because at trivia all the time we always try to figure out all of the provinces of Canada. And we always fail.
Do you want to remember how to remember the prairie provinces in order?
Well, you got to tell us after.
Tell us after.
Okay, you know what? I will tell you after.
Yes.
Because I have never once forgotten the order they are in on the map. And that is time. Aaron, what do you have?
Nebraska, Montana, Wyoming, Manitoba, Alberta.
Amy.
I said Alaska, Montana, Wyoming, Alberta, and I didn't know if the Yukon territories counted as a province.
And Kate.
Oh, I was in a different neck of the woods. I said North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Saskatchewan, and Missouri.
Your correct answers are Alberta, Saskatchewan, Montana, South Dakota, and Nebraska. So Aaron is going to pick up 20.
Nice.
The way to remember the prairie provinces, which are the ones above the Montana and North Dakota, is the mnemonic ass man. You have A for Alberta, S for Saskatchewan, and man for Manitoba. If you remember ass man, you will never forget the order they're in.
Is that east to west or west?
I don't think I'll ever forget.
West east.
West east. Okay.
I hear ass
British
man,
Columbia,
I
and then ass man, and then.
So Kramer on Seinfeld was just a fan of Canada.
Yeah.
That's what that license plate is for.
All right, with that, Aaron is sitting at 36, Amy at 28, and Kate at 32. New candidate in the polls. We're going to take it down just a sec. We're going to go to Delaware. Delaware is only worth 3, but it's a crucial 3. Delaware is known as the first state. Melania Trump is the current First Lady of the U.S. Please name the other 4 former First Ladies who are still alive today. Again, Delaware is known as the first state. Melania Trump is the current First Lady of the U.S. Please name the 4 former First Ladies who are still alive today. And you'll have about 18 seconds.
So do you want to talk about that statue that they put up of Melania?
In Slovenia? Oh my gosh.
It's so good. It's carved with a chainsaw out of wood, and it is unrecognizable as a person.
Is it? Where is it on
Melania?
On the Neymar scale?
Yeah, where is it on the scale of Ronaldo's bust?
Oh, it's worse.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ronaldo looks bad because there's actual detail. There is no detail in this one. It just looks
like a flat
very
face that got drawn on in.
It's the Lionel Richie in the Hello video.
Made of Play-Doh. All right, time is up. Amy, who do you have?
I have Bush being Laura Bush, Obama, Clinton, and Carter.
And Kate?
I had Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Laura Bush, and Rosalind Carter.
And Aaron?
Laura Bush, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Carter.
You're all getting one apiece. That is correct. Rosalind Carter is 91. Laura Bush is 72. Hillary Clinton 71. Michelle Obama 55.
Nothing left for Dutch Boy.
Wah, wah.
Delaware very much likes you all about equally. Moving on, we're going to go to Maryland. Maryland's worth 10.
Ooh, big one.
Maryland is known as the Old Line State. The Old Line nickname comes from the Maryland 400, a group of revolutionary fighters that fought superior and larger British forces, but allowed General Washington to evacuate his troops to Manhattan. Manhattan, Kansas is home to the K-State Wildcats. Given the location, please name the other Division I universities that also have Wildcat nicknames. So I'm going to give you 5 cities. They all have colleges in them, and their teams are nicknamed the Wildcats. I want you to please name the universities. Your first location is Evanston, Illinois.
Represent.
Your next one is Lexington. Your third is Ogden, Utah. Your fourth one is the name of the city, North Carolina. And your fifth one is Pennsylvania, but not Williamsport. Because there are Williamsport.
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
Pennsylvania, the city's name, Pennsylvania, but not Williamsport. So again, Evanston, Illinois, Lexington, Ogden, Utah, the city's name, North Carolina, and the city's name, Pennsylvania, but not Williamsport.
And we're just naming the institutions, the colleges?
The universities, yes. They all have Wildcat sports teams, and you have about 20 seconds.
Wildcats is the most popular mascot across the country, I believe.
It's either that or Bulldogs or Eagles or something.
That's so funny. So Jeff and I we had Wildcats in elementary school, and we had Bulldogs in high school.
Yeah.
2 of the most popular.
Great, now I got to change all my internet security.
Can you say, for the Pennsylvania, it's like...
It's the name of the...
But it's a city?
The name of the university is the name of the city.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of an example. Help me out, Matt.
Of what?
A university that's named after the city it's in. That's not an answer here.
That's okay. I've got to... I'll just name
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Bearcats.
Oh, yeah, like Cincinnati, which are the Bearcats. All right. Kate, what do you have?
I have Northwestern. I have Kentucky as random guess of BYU and Drexel.
Okay. Aaron?
Northwestern, Kentucky, I just said Utah, North Carolina State, and Penn State.
Shoot, I forgot about the North Carolina one. Darn.
And Amy?
I think I got confused, but okay. Northwestern, Kentucky, BYU, and then I said UNC, Charlotte, and Pittsburgh.
BYU.
The correct answers are Northwestern, Kentucky, Ogden, Utah is Weber State. The North Carolina one is Davidson, home to Steph Curry. And the Pennsylvania one is Villanova. All of you got 2, so you'll each be receiving 3 votes, and Dutch Boy has earned his first vote of the night.
Is Dutch Boy in this?
Yeah.
Only if the points
Dutch
can't
Boy
be split
gets the
evenly.
leftovers.
He's the spoiler.
Oh, I'm like the write-in Mickey Mouse, or Dutch Boys, I should say.
Your Harambe,
wherever that is.
2016.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Dutch Boy's currently at 1 electoral vote.
Way to break the illusion, Neal.
We're going to move on.
Wait, is Dutch Boy a viable candidate, having not been born in the U.S.?
He's actually under 35 is the problem. Scandals.
Yeah. It's okay. They're still voting for him anyway.
It's a write-in.
Let's move on.
All right. We're going to move to the District of Columbia. DC because it's not a state, but it still gets electoral votes because of the 23rd Amendment. Speaking of 23, the number 23 is a movie starring Jim Carrey. Please name the 6 films for which Carrey has been nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Lead Actor. 5 out of the 6 were for comedies. Again, DC isn't a state, but it still gets electoral votes thanks to the 23rd Amendment. And speaking of 23, the number 23 was a movie starring Jim Carrey. Please name the 6 films for which Carrey was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Lead Actor. 5 of the 6 were for comedies. You have 23 seconds.
And how many votes is this for?
Only 3, but then we're moving on to Virginia, which has 13.
Yeah, I meant to go see 23 in theaters, but I went to the wrong theater, so I saw Norbit instead, and it was the right choice.
I think both of them are wrong
Nope,
choices.
I stand by Norbit.
You mean Academy Award nominated film Norbit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel Schumacher was trying to get a hit again, just a hit, but it didn't happen for him.
All right, that is time. Kate, what do you have?
Again, we had to give 5.
Yeah, there's 6, but 5 were comedies.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Wait, did I pick you? I picked you first last time.
You did.
Okay, yeah. So sorry. Let's go to Aaron.
Oh.
Ace Ventura, Liar Liar, The Grinch, Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill. And Amy?
I had The Truman Show, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar, The Mask, and Batman Returns.
And Kate?
I had The Truman Show, The Mask, Liar Liar, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber.
The correct answers are in 1994, The Mask. In 1997, Liar Liar. In 1998, The Truman Show, for which he won. In 1999, for which he also won Man on the Moon. In 2000, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I'm surprised nobody got 2004, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So Amy and Kate each picked up 3, and so they both get 1. And since there's leftover, that means Aaron's getting 1 too.
All right.
We're moving on now. We're going to go to Virginia. Virginia is known as the Old Dominion State. Old Dominion is a country music band that won the Country Music Association Award for Group of the Year last year. Please name the 5 other groups that have won this award since the year 2000. Don't pick any duos because they get their own category.
So
again, Virginia is known as the Old Dominion State. Old Dominion is a country music band that won the CMA Award for Group of the Year last year. Please give the 5 other groups that have won this award since and including the year 2000. And don't pick any duos because they get their own category.
CMAs were created just to throw some awards out there, right?
Oh, no. Because there's also the ACMs, which is the Academy of Country Music Awards. They get 2 different ones, and they always make it a point never to agree on anything. It's dumb.
I never knew all this inside country music information, but now I do.
I just know awards. All right, that has been 24 seconds. Amy, it is your turn to go first.
I only have 2. I think they're duos. Big and Rich and Florida Georgia Line.
Florida Georgia Line. We are going now to Kate.
I also had Florida Georgia Line, Alabama, Oak Ridge Boys, and Dixie Chicks.
Oh, wow.
And Aaron.
Well, those are real bands. I had Florida Line Train, and Boss Hog, and Randall Skaggs.
Dude, good old Ricky Skaggs. Your correct answers are from 2012 to 2017, Little Big Town. From 2009 to 2011, Lady Antebellum. From 2003 to 2008, Rascal Flatts. In 2001, Lone Star. And in 2002 and 2000, the Dixie Chicks.
Well done, Kate.
Saved by the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, yeah. So you're picking up 13 for that. That puts you to 50. Aaron has 41 and Amy has 33.
Kate is not ready to be nice in this round.
We're going to go give a shout out to listener Scott Barber next door in West Virginia. West Virginia is worth 5. West Virginia is known as the Mountain State. Ain't No Mountain High Enough was the first #1 single for Diana Ross. Please name the 5 songs by the Supremes that topped the Hot 100 and have the word love in their titles. Again, West Virginia is known as the Mountain State, and Ain't No Mountain High Enough, a cover of it, was the first #1 single for Diana Ross. Please name the 5 songs performed by her band The Supremes that topped the Hot 100 chart and have love in their title. You have 24 seconds.
There's not enough good hate songs though. There's a lot of good love songs.
That should be the Shinedown song. Was that them?
Taylor Swift is working on a bunch of them back in the day.
Puddle of Mud.
Everything about you. That was that 3 Days Grace?
Again, I said there's no good hate song.
I just said there was a hate song.
No, that song's terrible.
Maybe Hate Song by Porcupine Tree. That's about it.
That's obscure.
All right, that's time. Kate, you're getting to start this one.
All right. I think I had this at trivia once, and I apparently didn't learn anything from that.
Oh, no.
I had Where Did Our Love Go? Love Shack. How Deep Is Our Love? And Endless Love.
All of those were #1 hits at some time or another, maybe, I think. I'm not sure. Aaron.
Yeah, at least yours were songs. Real. Mine, I have Love Will Keep Us Together, and that is it.
All right.
Love will keep us together. Amy.
I have Stop in the Name of Love, Can't Hurry Love, Can't Buy Me Love, and Love Train.
The correct answers are Where Did Our Love Go? Baby Love. You Can't Hurry Love. Stop in the Name of Love. Love Is Here and Now You're Gone. And Love Child. Never meant to be. So, Amy's picking up 2, or she has 2 answers, so she picks up 5 votes, putting her at 38. We are now moving on to the populous state of North Carolina. This is worth 15.
Nice.
There we go.
North Carolina is known as the Tar Heel State. Soccer star Mia Hamm was a standout on the UNC Tar Heels team in college, and John Ratzenberger plays Ham in the Toy Story films. Please name the other characters or roles Ratzenberger played in the following Pixar movies. So the guy who does the voice of Ham in Pixar, Toy Story, he's been in every Pixar movie. I'm going to give you the movie. Tell me what character he played. Your first one is A Bug's Life. Your next one, The Incredibles. Monsters, Inc., and Finding Nemo. Again, what roles did John Ratzenberger play in A Bug's Life, The Incredibles, Monsters, Inc., and Finding Nemo? You have 20 seconds.
It's tougher than I thought at first.
Ryan, Seven Samurai or Bug's Life? Better film. What's your opinion?
I'm going to go with the 3.5-hour one.
Okay. Bug's Life, then.
The extended cut of Bug's Life?
The director's cut. Yeah.
The director's cut of it. There's lots of pesticide. It's brutal to watch.
All right, Yojimbo or Fistful of Dollars?
That is time. Kate answered first on the last one, so we are going to go to Aaron.
Well, Stan, the insurance boss guy, Stella, and Fred.
I love it.
Classic Fred.
Amy, what do you have?
I have Grasshopper, Jack, Sully, and a turtle.
And Kate.
I had nothing.
All right. Good
That
round.
is so nobody got any correct.
Right.
Okay.
So theoretically, you could split 5 apiece, or do we give all 15 to Dutch Boy?
No, split it. 5 apiece.
Yeah, fine. Everybody gets 5 votes, but all the people of North Carolina hate all of you.
But they have to vote for someone. It's the rule.
All right. So in A Bug's Life, he played P.T. Flea, the circus owner. In The Incredibles, he played the Underminer. In Monsters, Inc., he played the Yeti. And in Finding Nemo, he plays the school of fish that mocks everyone.
I thought Jeff played the Underminer.
South Carolina is known as the Palmetto State. The CSS Palmetto State was an ironclad ship used by the South during the American Civil War. On the Wikipedia page for the American Civil War, 4 Confederate leaders have white flags by their names because they surrendered. Please name the 8 people listed as commanders and leaders for the Union on this page.
How many electoral votes is this worth?
This is worth 9.
Oh, for the Union, you said? How many?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure to remind everybody that the Confederacy lost. Please name the 8 people on the American Civil War Wikipedia page listed as commanders and leaders. You have 27 seconds. For the Union, yes.
Neal, how many of these you getting?
I think I could get maybe 3 or 4 of them, not counting facial hair nicknames. But I think I can get 3 or 4. Beardy,
old stash
chops,
face,
old chops, old goat,
old hatchet face. That is time. Amy, you're up first this round.
Oh boy. I had Grant, Sherman, Burnsides, Jackson, Taylor, Thomas, and Johnson.
Kate?
I had Grant, Sherman, Perry, Burnside, and Young.
And Aaron?
Grant, Smith, Johnson, Bell, Burnside, Kelly.
Your correct answers are Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
For real?
Commander-in-Chief. Ulysses S. Grant. William Tecumseh Sherman. David Farragut, who was the head of the Navy, the Damn the Torpedoes guy. George B. McClellan. Henry Halleck. Joseph Hooker. And Gettysburg General George Meade. So Amy and Kate are going to split this one to a piece. With 9, that means you're getting 4 each. And Aaron's going to pick up 1.
All right.
Share and share alike.
Dutch Boy still has 1, but he's very, very confident that he's going to win California. We're going to move on. We're going to Georgia. There's lots of people in Georgia. This is worth 16 votes. Georgia is known as the Peach State, and the peach emoji is often used to represent a butt. Please name the 3 muscles that make up your gluteal muscles.
That's what that means.
Dude, don't even get me started on eggplants, Matt. Your mind will be blown. Again, Georgia is known as the Peach State. The peach emoji is often used to represent a butt. Please name the 3 muscles that make up your glutes.
I presume you thought it was a really weird shopping list.
You have 15 seconds.
I just thought that was good at picking up produce.
Needs water and peaches and eggplants. I'm confused.
Ugh.
I was kind of hoping you were going to ask what the other emojis represent.
That's for Bloodsport After Dark.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, Kate, it is your turn to go first. What do you have?
I had Gluteus Maximus, Piriformis, and Soleus.
Aaron.
Gluteus Maximus, Gluteus Minoris, and a major abductor.
And Amy.
I had Gluteus Maximus and was hoping the other one was Minimus.
Your correct answers are the Gluteus Maximus, the Gluteus Medius, and the Gluteus Minimus.
Wow.
So Amy's picking up 16. That
Nice.
puts her to 63. Kate has 59. Aaron at 47.
Close game so far.
And we're going to the state that always has everyone's eyes on it. Worth 29 votes, Florida. Florida is known as the Sunshine State, and the sun is the brightest object in space as seen from Earth. Please name the next 7 brightest stars on this list.
Stars.
Yes. Again, Florida is known as the Sunshine State, and the sun is the brightest object in space as seen from Earth. Please name the next 7 brightest stars on this list.
Besides Neal, that is, right?
Thank you.
Of course.
It's me, Joanne Woodward, Elizabeth Taylor, Paul Newman, James Dean,
Orson
Welles, and the wine company. What's it?
Paul Masson.
Paul Masson.
The French champagne. Ryan.
How many are we supposed to list?
7.
Okay.
You got about 10 seconds.
His star fell quite a while ago.
Orson?
Yeah.
That's when he died in that Transformers movie.
All right, that is time. Aaron, you're up first.
Sirius, Beetlejuice. Now I'm guessing Elsa Minor, and Sirius, which is a moon.
Amy.
I had Sirius and Beetlejuice, and North Star, Alpha Centauri, Andromeda, and Canis Major.
And Kate.
Don't say Beetlejuice.
Yeah, right.
You just did.
I had the star that will not be named. It's Beetlejuice. Sirius, Vega, Rigel, Aldebaran, Polaris, and I said Pleiades.
Your correct answers are from brightest to least, but still very much brightest. Sirius, Canopus, Alpha Centauri, Arcturus, Vega, Capella, and Rigel. That means Kate with 3 is picking up 29. She wins Florida.
Also means this Beetlejuice appearance in the studio was unnecessary.
Right.
So.
Just another Skype window that opens up unexpectedly.
I just want to say how badly we'd be getting our asses kicked in this game.
Oh, yeah, like no doubt.
Hey.
We wouldn't even be on the ballot.
No.
We'd be screaming outside with a bullhorn. Vote for us, please.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating to see how Ryan gets from the nickname of the state to the category of the question.
It takes some stretching sometimes.
There is no indication there. It's
and
hang
a
on
phrase,
and wait.
Before we move
a phrase
to the
I've
next,
never wanted to,
before we move on to the next state, can we get a score recap? Or I mean,
let's
an
do that.
electoral vote recap.
Yes.
After winning Florida, Kate's at 88, Amy's at 63, Aaron at 47, and we're heading to Alabama. Alabama is known as the Yellowhammer State, and this is the name of their state bird is the yellowhammer. Please name the 5 birds used as official state birds by at least 3 different states in the U.S. Again, Alabama is known as the Yellowhammer State, and this is after their state bird. Please name the 5 birds used as official state birds by at least 3 different U.S. states, and you're going to have 21 seconds. All right, that's time. Amy, I think we're starting with you.
I had cardinal, robin, mockingbird, goldfinch, and oriole.
Kate.
I had robin, cardinal, oriole, blue jay, and condor.
And Aaron.
Golden eagle, falcon, meadowlark, blue jay, oriole.
Altogether, you guys got all 5. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia have the northern cardinal. Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oregon, and Wyoming have the western meadowlark. Arkansas, Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Texas have the northern mockingbird. Connecticut, Mississippi, and Wisconsin have the American robin, and that's actually Michigan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
with Iowa, New Jersey, and Washington, it's the American goldfinch. So with 4 out of 5, Amy picks up those 9.
Wow.
Nice.
Pretty soon it's going to be Canada geese for every single state, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to move up north to Tennessee. This is worth 11. Tennessee is known as the volunteer state. Charitable foundations are known for their volunteering and donations. When given one of the world's 10 wealthiest charitable foundations, please name the country out of which it is based. So again, I'm going to give you 5 charitable foundations. Tell me what country they're from. Your first one, and the number 1 overall, is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Number 2 is the Novo Nordisk Foundation. N-O-V-O space N-O-R-D-I-S-K. Novo Nordisk Foundation. Your next one is the Schichting Inca Foundation. That is S-C-H-I-T.
S-C-H-I-T.
C-H-T-I-N-G. Schichting. And then Inca is capital I-N-G-K-A. Foundation. Your next one is the Wellcome Trust, like how we spell welcome, but with an extra L. The Wellcome Trust. And your last one is the Azim Premji Foundation. A-Z-I-M space P-R-E-M-J-I Foundation. I'll tell you that 3 are in Europe and 1 is in Asia. And you have 20 seconds.
Speaking of donations, I just wanted to say a very, very big thank you to all our Patreon supporters for helping this show exist, this special bonus series. You can find all of the perks and information at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast to join our contestants, Ryan, and many others who have competed today and across all of our episodes to help support the show and keep us running as best as we can.
That is also about 20 seconds worth of talking. Thank you, Neal. Kate, What countries do you have for those things?
So I give you 6?
Sorry,
5.
there's 5 of them. The Azim
Okay.
Premji Foundation is number 6 because another country was repeated at 5.
Okay. I had the United States, Sweden, Germany, China, and Switzerland.
Aaron.
U.S., Canada, Germany, Sweden, India.
And Amy.
I had U.S., Norway, Germany, UK, and India.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is out of the U.S. Novo Nordisk is out of Denmark. Schichting Inga is out of Netherlands. The Wellcome Trust is out of the UK. And the Azim Premji Foundation is out of India. So with 3, Amy wins another state.
Wow.
That is 11 votes her way. We're going to go to Ohio, which has 18. Ohio is known as the Buckeye State. Buckeye is a nickname given to people that come from Ohio. Please name the 7 U.S. presidents that have been born in Ohio. All 7 were Republican. Again, Ohio is known as the Buckeye State, and a Buckeye is a nickname given to anyone that comes from Ohio. Please name the 7 U.S. presidents born in Ohio. All 7 were Republican. You're going to have 23 seconds. All right, so that's time. Aaron, who do you have?
Gee whiz. Wilson, Nixon, Harrison, Taft.
And Amy?
I had, hopefully all Republicans, Reagan, Wilson, Grant, Ford, Eisenhower, Taft, Lincoln.
And Kate?
I had Grant, William Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, Tyler, Harding, Taft, and Coolidge.
All right. In order, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, William Howard Taft, and Warren G. Harding. So by 1, Kate is picking up 18 votes.
Nicely done.
I think it's William Henry Harrison served from Ohio, but he was born somewhere up in New England. We're going to move over to Indiana. Indiana is known as the Hoosier State, and a Hoosier is a person that comes from Indiana, such as the Jackson 5. Please name the 6 members all-time of the Jackson 5, known later as the Jacksons. Again, Indiana is known as the Hoosier State, and a Hoosier is a person that comes from Indiana, just like the Jackson 5. Please name the 6 members all-time of the Jackson 5, later known as the Jacksons.
How many votes here?
This is for 11,
Ooh.
and you have 22 seconds.
From Gary, Indiana, right?
Is that so?
Correct.
They are. Yep.
Yeah.
This one's for Gary.
You can...
Indiana.
Indiana, yeah. Gary, Indiana, Middleton. New nickname.
That's actually his legal name, I'm pretty sure. All right. That is time. Kate went last one, so it's going to be Amy.
Sure. Tito, Michael, Jermaine, Janet, and George.
And Kate?
I could just come up with Michael, Tito, Jermaine, and Joe.
Ooh, Joe was a good one.
And Aaron?
Michael, Tito, Jermaine, Janet, Cooper.
Well, your 5 are Michael, Tito, Jermaine, Jackie, Marlon, and American Idol judge Randy.
Oh.
However, you all got 3, and so we'll be splitting 3 apiece. Dutch Boy
2.
picks up 2 electoral
Coming
votes.
back.
He's up to 3 electoral votes.
Can you feel it?
The Ross Perot
Dude, a Dutch
selection.
Boy rally has to be the craziest place.
We're going to Ohio, and then we're going to Virginia. Yeah!
God, I want that as my morning alarm.
You can get custom recordings of Neal as Dutch Boy.
Okay, we're heading up to Michigan. This is worth 16. Michigan is known as the Great Lakes State. Please name the 9 cities by metro area that have at least 1 million people in them and are located on one of the Great Lakes. Again, Michigan is known as the Great Lakes State. Please name the 9 cities by metro area that have at least 1 million people and are located on one of the Great Lakes. I'll even be nice and tell you that 2 of them are not American.
Oh.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
of you, in fact.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
I'm not a complete
How many?
jerk.
9?
There are 9, yeah. So I'm going to
Okay.
give you 26 seconds.
And this is how many votes again?
16.
All right.
It's a big push.
That is time. We are over to Kate starting first now. What cities do you have?
I came up with Toronto, Duluth, Buffalo, Madison, Green Bay, Chicago, Erie, and then I'm just going to throw Detroit out there.
All right. Over to Aaron.
Chicago, Cleveland, Gary, Ottawa, Detroit, Buffalo, Madison. And I said Montreal. I don't think that's right.
And Amy.
I had Buffalo, Erie, Duluth, and hopes of redemption, Toronto, Windsor, Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago, and Gary.
Your correct answers are Chicago, Toronto, Detroit, Cleveland, Milwaukee, Ottawa, Buffalo, Rochester, and Grand Rapids. So Amy and Aaron each picked up 5, so they're going to split this 8 votes apiece.
I'm surprised Detroit's considered to be on a Great Lake. 'Cause
Technically
really
it is,
not.
I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, candidate Hagerman has 109, candidate Paull has 94, and candidate Hall has 58. We're moving now to the cheesy state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin is known as the Badger State, and we all know you're not allowed to badger a witness in the courtroom, so please name the 9 current U.S. Supreme Court justices.
Yikes.
Again, Wisconsin is known as the Badger State, and we all know you're not allowed to badger a witness in the courtroom, so please name the 9 current U.S. Supreme Court justices. You have 23 seconds.
This one might be your biggest stretch.
Well, I mean, the one I did for Wildcats, I went with Maryland to Manhattan, New York to Manhattan, Kansas to the school played there.
I thought you were going to have to name the leads in High School Musical because they're the Wildcats.
Oh.
There's Zach and Vanessa and Corbin and Ashley, and then I don't remember anybody else.
That's
Troy
impressive.
and Gabriella and Sharpay and whatever Corbin Blue's name was.
That's a lot. Off the cuff.
And then there's the male counterpart to Sharpay, whatever. Okay, that is time. Kate went first last time, so we are over to Aaron.
Oh, it's embarrassing. Sotomayor, Ginsburg, Thomas, and I can't even name the last 2 goofballs that just got in there.
All right, over to Amy.
Roberts, Ginsburg, Thomas, Kavanaugh, Kazan, O'Connor, and Ito.
And Kate.
I had Roberts, Breyer, Kavanaugh, Alito, RBG, Ginsburg, Gorsuch, and Kagan.
Nice.
Well, your answers are Chief Justice John G. Roberts Jr., Clarence Thomas, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Stephen Breyer, Samuel Alito, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, Neal Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh. And picking up 7 of those, Kate wins 10 votes.
Nice.
All right. Y'all better get your stump speeches ready for influential, beautiful, amazing podcasters, because we are now in Illinois, which is worth 20.
Ooh.
Hey, Triviality Boys, what's your state nickname?
What's that?
I said, what's your state nickname?
The
Land of Lincoln.
Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago and the rest.
Illinois is known as the Prairie State. Please name the mother, father, 3 sisters, and 1 brother of Little House on the Prairie author Laura Ingalls Wilder. Again, Illinois is known as the Prairie State. Please name the mother, father, 3 sisters, and 1 brother of Little House on the Prairie author Laura Ingalls Wilder.
I know the one.
I stick by Illinois trying to usurp Land of Lincoln.
Yeah.
They're trying. Well, Kentucky's fighting
We
you.
put it on our license plates.
Yeah.
Well, it's It's like how Ohio and North Carolina fight over First in Flight.
Yeah.
Because the Wright brothers are from Ohio, but flew in Kitty Hawk.
Mm.
I'm giving it to North Carolina.
Yeah.
As the judge here.
Come on and raise up. North Carolina.
First in bicycle shops if they're in Ohio.
That same logic as not born here works for Lincoln.
All right, we're over to Amy.
I watched that show religiously as a child, but they were like Ma and Pa. They didn't have names.
Exactly right.
She had a sister, Mary, and I think Caroline was mom or sister. And I know Almanzo was on there, and Catherine.
So,
Mr. and Mrs. Ingalls Wilder.
Over to Kate.
I had Charles, Caroline, Carrie, Grace, Albert, and Mary.
And Aaron.
I put father, mother, John Boy, Catherine, Mary.
Her father was Charles. Her mother was Caroline. Her sister was Mary. Her sister was Carrie, short for Caroline. Her brother was Charles Frederick, but went by Freddie, and had a sister, Grace. And so Kate picks up 20 in Illinois. She is now sitting at 139 votes and is closing in on a presidential victory. We're going to head up and we're going to campaign and do some speeches in Duluth in Minnesota. This is worth 10. Minnesota is known as the North Star State, and the North Star is a nickname for Polaris. Polaris was a character added to the X-Men team roster in 1969. Please name the 6 other group members at that time. Professor X doesn't count as a team member, and Storm and Wolverine didn't come on for another 6 years.
Dude, that's the one I know.
You already did a star question.
My earlier statement.
You couldn't do another star question, Matt.
About your stretching. This is...
Oh, yeah.
limbered
So
up.
blatantly star. I don't know. I'm bad at star trivia, I guess. Again, Minnesota is known as the North Star State, and the North Star is a nickname for Polaris. Polaris was a character added to the X-Men team roster in 1969. Please name the 6 other group members at that time. Professor X does not count as a team member, and Storm and Wolverine did not come on for several more years.
So name that X-Men team without all the cool ones.
It's actually just the cast of Mystery Men from 1999.
Oh, I wish.
Great.
Good movie. Pee Wee Herman doing work.
All right, that is time. And Amy started last time, so it's Kate this time.
I had Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, Marvel, and Magneto.
Aaron?
Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Angel, Nightcrawler.
And Amy.
Do I have to answer? I had Elektra and Daredevil, and then Lightning, Thunder, Fire, and Rock.
I would watch that. Your correct answers are Angel, Beast, Cyclops, Havoc, Iceman, and Marvel Girl, which is also Jean Grey. So with 4, Aaron is picking up the 10 votes.
There you go.
Way to go.
Film theorists recently did a interesting comparison between Jean Grey and Captain Marvel, because the origin is basically the exact same story writer author.
Right.
So
Interesting.
it's kind of fascinating how the one of those 2 movies did okay and the other one was a flop, but they're basically the same film.
That's because one was bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving down, and we are going to caucus in Iowa. Iowa is known as the Hawkeye State, and the show MASH featured characters named Hawkeye Pierce and Radar O'Reilly. What 4 words do the letters in the acronym RADAR stand for, scientifically? And Iowa's worth 6. Again, Iowa is known as the Hawkeye State, and the show MASH featured characters named Hawkeye Pierce and Radar O'Reilly. What 4 words do the letters stand for in the acronym for the scientific term radar? You're going to have 15 seconds.
It's another question that I've had 15 times that I just cannot...
You know what's funny was when I was like, oh, I could write a question about that. I was sitting there like, I think one of these words.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go, what does MASH stand for?
Oh.
I did too.
Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Hey,
something like that.
All right, that's time. We are starting with Aaron.
Ranging, distancing, reflection. That's all I got.
Amy?
I had radio, amplification, detection, and reflection.
And Kate?
I think this was just on Learned League, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I had ranging and detecting radiation.
Well, the correct answer is radio, detection, and ranging, which means that Kate and Aaron each pick up 3.
All right.
How many did they have out of that? They had 3 of them?
Yeah, so Iowa had 6, so you each get 3.
I mean, how many of the words did they get right?
2.
Didn't I
think
get
they
2?
had. I think. Oh, you had 2.
Did I have radio and detection?
You did. I'm sorry. Everybody gets
All
2.
right.
That's my fault.
Spread it around.
Let's get out of that.
1 plus 2. Dutch Boy is really upset that he did not get any votes.
Dutch Boy.
We're going to move on to Missouri for number 10. And Matt, you want to talk about some stretches. Missouri is known as the Show Me State, and Show Me is the first song on ABC's new wave masterpiece, The Lexicon of Love. Lexicon is one of those words that appears on lists of SAT words. I'm going to give you a letter count and a definition. You tell me what L word from an SAT list it is.
Oh boy.
There are going to be 6 of these. I'll give you a definition and how many letters it is, and you name the word. They're all off of an SAT list. Your first one is characteristic of or resembling a lion. 7 letters. Characteristic of or resembling a lion. Lion. 7 letters. Your next one is having strong sexual appeal. 8 letters. And having strong sexual appeal. 8 letters. Your next one, the kinship relation between an individual and their progenitors. 7 letters. Could be progeny. No, it's progenitors. Again, the kinship relation between an individual and their progenitors. 7 letters. Your next one is clear and bright. 6 letters. Again, clear and bright. 6 letters. Your next one, much like this, characterized by effort to the point of exhaustion. Again, characterized by effort to the point of exhaustion. 9 letters. And a surgical knife with a pointed, double-edged blade. 6 letters. Again, a surgical knife with a pointed, double-edged blade. 6 letters. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds, then I'm going to go through them once more, and by the time I'm done with that, I'm going to want some answers. Okay, Amy, lion-like. What do you have?
I had leonine.
And strong sexual appeal?
Libitus.
And the kinship relation?
Lineage.
And clear and bright?
Loomis.
Super exhausting?
Languinus.
And surgical knife?
Lancet.
All right. Kate, lion-like.
I had Leonid.
Having strong sexual appeal?
Lascivious.
Kinship relation?
Lineage.
Clear and bright?
I didn't have that.
Point of exhaustion?
Laborious.
And surgical knife?
I had Lalpal Sklay.
That's a good one.
And Aaron?
I got a lot of nothing. I got lion-esque, pass, lineage, lumens, which I'm sure, and languished, and pass.
Characteristic of a resembling a lion is leonine. Having strong sexual appeal is luscious.
Ooh.
The kinship relation is lineage. Clear and bright like Ken's eyes is limpid.
Thank you.
Characterized by effort to the point of exhaustion is laborious. And a surgical knife with a double-pointed edge is a lancet. So Amy with 3 is picking up 10 votes.
Right.
Kate currently sits at 141. Amy at 106. Aaron at 70. We are now going to move down to Arkansas. Arkansas has 6. Arkansas is known as the Natural State. The Natural is a film about baseball set in 1939. Please name the 10 teams that played in the 1939 MLB season that have not changed names or locations since.
Not more baseball.
So what's funny is you got the only 2 baseball questions that were written during the sports and leisure category. It made me laugh. Again, Arkansas is known as the Natural State, and The Natural is a film about baseball set in 1939. Please name the 10 teams that played in the 1939 Major League Baseball season that have not changed names or locations since. There are 10 of them. I'm going to give you 27 seconds. Okay, so on the last question, Amy went first, so it is Kate's turn.
9 teams?
10.
All right. I got the Tigers, the Orioles, the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Yankees, the Cubs, the Phillies, the Indians, and the Pirates.
And Aaron.
White Sox, Red Sox, Yankees, Tigers, Cubs, Phillies, Mets, Twins, A's, Giants. Can I list some more?
And Amy.
I had the Tigers, White Sox, Phillies, Indians, Mets, Reds, Red Sox, Orioles, and Cubs. Forgot about the Yankees.
All right. Your answers are the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox, the Cleveland Indians, Chicago White Sox, Detroit Tigers, Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates, Philadelphia Phillies, with 8. Kate takes the state of Arkansas.
Nice.
We're going to hit Louisiana and then Texas and then skip most of the Midwest. Your Louisiana question. Louisiana is known as the Pelican State, and an archaic Spanish word for pelican is Alcatraz. Given the following info, tell me the famous prison about which I am talking. So your first one, the site of a 1968 live album recorded by Johnny Cash. Again, the site of a 1968 live album recorded by Johnny Cash. Your second one, the site of a 1969 live album recorded by Johnny Cash.
What?
There's the site of a 1969 live album recorded by Johnny Cash. Your next one. It's located in the middle of the North Sea, and Nurmengard might be the only other place like it. Again, it's located in the middle of the North Sea, and Nurmengard might be the only other place like it. Your next one, home of Vernon Schillinger, brutal leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. Again, home of Vernon Schillinger, brutal leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. And your last one is the prison term up the river comes from having to travel up the Hudson River from New York to go here. Again, the prison term up the river comes from having to travel up the Hudson River from New York to go here. I will give you 21 and a half seconds.
So generous.
How many should we have? 4?
There are 5, both Cash albums, Middle of the North Sea, Vernon Schillinger, and Up the River.
Which is the one Nick Cage escaped from? Him?
The Rock.
Huh.
Alcatraz.
Which is Alcatraz.
The one this is based on.
Fair enough.
The only, to this day, Michael Bay directed movie that's not rotten on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's the best bad movie out there, in my opinion.
It's also on Criterion.
Stanley Goodspeed. It is on Criterion. That and Armageddon. Got to make money somehow. All right, that is time. Aaron, what do you have?
Oh, embarrassing. We got Folsom, and then nothing.
Amy.
I had Folsom, Rikers, Sing Sing, Leavenworth, and Andersonville.
And Kate.
I had Folsom, Leavenworth, Attica, and Arkham.
Your correct answer. The 68 live album was Folsom Prison. 1969 was San Quentin. The one located in the middle of the North Sea is Azkaban. Number 4, home of Vernon Schillinger, is Oz, Oswald State Maximum Security. And the term up the river is Sing Sing. So everybody got 1 matched up. So
I got 2. I got 2.
Who got 2? I thought you said Sing Sing on number 4.
Oh, they had to be on the right order? I thought I was just listing. Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's how we've been doing it. So the 8 divided by 3, everybody is going to get 2, and then Dutch Boy is going to... No, wait, no. Jeff, do math.
Yeah, so they each get 2 and Dutch will get 2.
Oh, yay! Good job, Dutch Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch Boy is having a party.
Surprised you didn't ask a home state represent Leavenworth question.
As I like to tell people, at one point, Michael Vick was the most famous person that lived in this state. We're moving on to Texas. Texas has 38 electoral votes. Texas is known as the Lone Star State, and Lone Star is the main character in the Mel Brooks film Spaceballs. Right. Spaceballs is the last Mel Brooks film that has earned over 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Please name the other 7 critically enjoyed movies Brooks directed before Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, the trivia question.
None of these Ken enjoyed.
Yeah, Ken is not a fan of Mel Brooks, that's for sure.
Not a fan.
And Texas is known as the Lone Star State, and Lone Star is the main character in the Mel Brooks film Spaceballs. That is the last movie Brooks has directed that has scored over 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Please name the 7 critically enjoyed films directed by Brooks released before Spaceballs. You're going to have 23 seconds.
It's a big state.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is time. It is Amy's turn to go first.
Woohoo! Young Frankenstein. It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. History of the World Part 1. Blazing Saddles. The Producers, and Dr. Strangelove.
Kate?
I had It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, Paint Your Wagon, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein.
And Aaron?
Blazing Saddles, History of the World Part 1, and The Producers.
The correct answers are The Producers, The 12 Chairs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, and History of the World Part 1. So Amy is picking up 38
Wow,
votes.
nice job.
Well, it is Texas, right? So.
Right.
Aaron is
Got
currently
my
sitting at 72. Amy is now up to 146. And Kate is at 149.
All right.
All right. We're skipping the whole Midwest, poor entire Midwest. We are going to. It's really weird. The election results are already in for Arizona.
Oh wow.
So Arizona with 11. Arizona is known as the Grand Canyon State, and the Colorado River runs through Arizona. Please name the 3 U.S. states not named Colorado or Arizona, and the 2 Mexican states through which this river runs.
Wow.
Again, name the 3 U.S. states not named Colorado or Arizona, and the 2 Mexican states through which the Colorado River runs. You have 5 of them, and you have 22 seconds.
This question's actually pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you mean. I learned a lot about the Sonic menu today.
Yeah. I'm very hungry, so.
All right, that is that. I don't even remember who went first because so it was Amy first. So Kate, you are up first.
I had Texas, Nevada, Utah, Chihuahua, and Tijuana.
Aaron?
Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, and Chihuahua. That's all I have.
And Amy?
Chihuahua, Nevada, New Mexico, Wyoming, and Baja.
The correct answers are Utah, Nevada, California, Baja California, and Sonora. And so Aaron and Kate had 2 each. So they are going to take 5 points apiece, and 1 goes over to Amy.
All right.
I should have said Baja California.
All right. So, moving on. Oh my gosh, it's California. Results are in. California is known as the Golden State. The Golden Temple in Amritsar, India, is the most sacred site in Sikhism. I'm going to give you a holy location. You tell me to which religion it is most important. There are 8 of these because it is worth 55 votes.
Ooh.
So your first holy location is the Kaaba. That is Kaaba.
And it's the religion you want?
Yes. Your next one is the Temple Mount. Your next one is Mount Longhu. That is Longhu. Mount Longhu. Number 4 is the Shrine of the Bob. That is B, A with an accent, B. Your next one is, I'm only going to do 7 because I wrote a question about Borobudur earlier with Gary. So Cumorah, C-U-M-O-R-A-H, Cumorah.
C-U-M-O-R-A-H.
Your next one is Mount Tabor, T-A-B-O-R, Mount Tabor. And your last one is the Gold Base in San Jacinto, California. Again, the Gold Base in San Jacinto, California. I'll give you all 25 seconds. Again, those are the Kaaba, the Temple Mount, Mount Longhu, Shrine of the Bob, Cumorah, Mount Tabor, and the Gold Base in San Jacinto, California. All right, that's time. Aaron, you're up first. The Kaaba.
Buddhism.
Temple Mount.
Buddhism.
Mount Longhu.
Taoism.
The Shrine of the Bob.
Jainism.
Cumorah.
Islam.
Mount Tabor.
Islam.
And the Gold Base in San Jacinto, California.
Humanism.
All right, Amy. The Kaaba.
Islam.
The Temple Mount.
Judaism.
Mount Longhu.
Buddhism.
The Shrine of the Bob.
Hindu.
Cumorah.
Zoroastrian.
Mount Tabor.
Catholic.
And Gold Base.
Mormon.
All right, and Kate, the Kaaba.
Buddhism.
Temple Mount.
Judaism.
Mount Longhu.
Shinto.
Shrine of the Bob.
Hindu.
Cumorah.
Islam.
Mount Tabor.
Islam.
And Gold Base in San Jacinto.
I said Christianity.
All right, your correct answers are the Kaaba is the black cube at the center of Mecca. That is Islam. The Temple Mount is Judaism. Mount Longhu is Taoism. Shrine of the Bob is Baha'i. Cumorah is Mormonism. Mount Tabor is Christianity. And the Gold Base in San Jacinto is Scientology.
So disappointed.
With a late lead, 55 electoral votes over to 55 electoral votes over to Amy. Amy is our new trivia president.
Ooh, nice job.
So this means that Kate and Aaron, unfortunately, will be going to the showdown. Showdown music.
Prepare the platform for the final match.
Best
Just like
one
that,
yet.
it gets more and more every time.
Well, this is the final one, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan he's all
I'm
choked
busy
up.
coughing and being stupid. All right, yes, this is the final showdown. So, question number 1. In terms of U.S. education, what does the initialism HBCU stand for? Again, in terms of U.S. education, what does the abbreviation HBCU stand for? You have 10 seconds. That is time. Aaron, do you have a guess?
Nope, pass.
And Kate?
I don't know either.
Correct answer is historically black colleges and universities.
That makes sense.
Question number 2. John Marston and Arthur Morgan are the 2 protagonists from what video game series? Again, John Marston and Arthur Morgan have been the 2 protagonists from what video game series?
I know these guys.
It's another Banjo-Kazooie question.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
That's time, Aaron.
Double Dragon.
And Kate?
I said Red Dead Redemption.
The correct answer is Red Dead Redemption.
That was a guess.
Kind of sound like cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Arthur Morgan. I know a guy who went to college with the guy who does the voice for Dutch in that. So if you need a 6 degrees of separation from Dutch Vanderlyn, there you go. Question number 3. Gary Walsh, Amy Bruckheimer, Dan Egan, Mike McClintock, and Ben Cafferty are all the names of supporting characters on what quick-talking TV comedy? Again, Gary Walsh, Amy Bruckheimer, Dan Egan, Mike McClintock. Challenge. And Ben Cafferty are all the names of supporting characters on what quick-talking TV comedy?
And we have a challenge from Aaron, correct?
We do. Yeah. That is time. Kate, do you have a guess?
I said West Wing.
And Aaron?
Veep.
Veep is correct. You pick up 2 points.
Good challenge use.
Number 4. Kim Nam-joon, once known as Rap Monster and now simply RM, is the leader of what well-known group of 7? Again, Kim Nam-joon, that's Nam-Joon. Kim Nam-joon was once known as Rap Monster and now simply RM, is the leader of what well-known group of 7? That is time. Aaron, do you have an answer?
No.
And Kate?
I said A Tribe Called Quest.
Dude, I wish. The correct answer is BTS.
Neal is very excited for this one, just so you know.
I don't even know what that is. Okay.
They are a Korean boy band that is super popular, and I just don't get.
No, they're good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Question number 5. Season 1, Episode 1 of Julia Child's influential show, The French Chef, saw her cook a beef stew in red wine and stock with carrots, onion, and garlic. What dish was she making? Again, Season 1, Episode 1 of Julia Child's influential show, The French Chef, saw her cook a beef stew in red wine and stock with carrots, onion, and garlic. What dish was she making?
Locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Aaron, what do you have?
Coke de Vin or something. Hope you get the idea.
And Kate?
I said beef burgundy.
The correct answer is beef bourguignon or beef burgundy.
Nice.
You were thinking of coq au vin.
Yeah.
All right, we are on to question 6. What 8-time NBA champ, winning 5 as a player with the Bulls and Spurs, has the highest three-point percentage in NBA history? Again, what 8-time NBA champ, winning 5 as a player with the Bulls and Spurs, has the highest three-point percentage in NBA history?
I'm locked in.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
And Aaron, what's your guess?
Michael Jordan.
And Kate?
I said Scottie Pippen.
The correct answer is Steve Kerr, winning the other 3 as coach for the Warriors.
Hey, Steve, how'd it go this year?
Oh, basketball.
All his players got injured, so they lost.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tearing ACLs and Achilles heels. Question 7. Based on a New York... Snap. Question 7. Based on a New Yorker article called Jumpers, Eric Steele directed a 2006 documentary interviewing some of the family members and survivors of the 24 people that committed suicide in 2004 at what iconic American location? Again, based on a New Yorker article called Jumpers, Eric Steele directed a 2006 documentary interviewing some of the family members of the 24 people that committed suicide in 2004 at what iconic American location? I'll even be nice and tell you that I always try to cite my source, but New Yorker is misleading. It's not New York.
I'm locked in.
All right, Kate, what's your guess?
I said the Golden Gate Bridge.
And Aaron?
I said the Golden Gate Bridge.
Correct answer is the Golden Gate Bridge.
All right. I guess.
This is getting
Question
tense.
number 8. Though its name sounds kind of cute, what animal is responsible for more snakebite fatalities than any other African snake? Again, though its name sounds kind of cute, what animal is responsible for more snakebite fatalities than any other African snake? That is time. Aaron, do you have a guess?
Friendly snake.
And Kate?
I said mongoose.
The correct answer is the puff adder.
Oh.
That's the thing I've heard of.
Question number 9. What is the term for the tense in the English language, sometimes archaically called the pluperfect tense? Again, what is the term for the tense, like the grammatical tense in the English language, sometimes archaically called the pluperfect, P-L-U perfect tense?
I guess I'm locked in.
What do you have, Kate?
I will say the present perfect tense.
And Aaron?
Future.
It's the past perfect.
Oh.
All right, number 10. From the unification of Germany in 1871 to Kaiser Wilhelm II's abdication in 1918, what three colors made up the flag of the German Empire? Again, from the unification of Germany in 1871 to Kaiser Wilhelm II's abdication in 1918, what three colors made up the flag of the German Empire?
I can feel the present tense on this one.
It's very present tense in the studio.
Oh, this is my shoulders.
That is time. Aaron, do you have a guess?
Oh, gosh, no. Green, black, white.
And Kate?
I said yellow, red, and white.
The correct answers are red, white, and black.
Ooh.
So we have to go to a tiebreak.
Tiebreaker.
Next up on the list is literature. So I'm going to keep giving you literary characters. You name the authors that created them. Your character is Rodion Romanovich Raskolnikov. Rodion Romanovich Raskolnikov.
I'm locked in.
Aaron, do you have a guess?
No, I got to pass.
And Kate?
I'm guessing Tolstoy.
It's Fyodor Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment. Your next one, Dorothy Gale. Again, Dorothy Gale.
I'll challenge.
Oh, you don't need a challenge for a tiebreak.
Yeah, if you get it right,
it's just whoever misses.
I'll submit.
Aaron, what do you have?
Jane Austen.
And Kate?
I have L. Frank Baum.
From The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, that is L. Frank Baum.
Wow.
Kate has survived another narrow showdown.
That was quite the kumite. We were just put through.
Wow. To go into the final episode, too, and on a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
The way it's
been.
You can't plan tension better than what's been going on today.
No, the right person won there. I'm glad that happened.
You're too sweet.
It was close all the way through.
Your concession speech is great, Aaron. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, I've been luckballing my way into it so far. So these are the best two people to go forward.
Well, they say if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So at least you faced the best on your way to the final. So thank you so much, Aaron, for joining us on Bloodsport and being a listener of the show, a supporter of the show. Any last words before we bid you kumite?
No, it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you having me on. I really enjoy your show, and looking forward to all the watching this and all the future content. You guys do great work.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
We'll
so
be
much.
in touch soon. Let's see him off with a 1, 2, 3.
Kumite. And since we didn't say it the way he perished, as he said before, is he was in a chokehold from Kate, and he submitted honorably. So
nice and easy there.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy way to end it. Well, thank you so much, Aaron, as I said, for being a part of the show. Great job to Amy for being victorious in this round, and also to Kate for her performance. That means we're going to the final episode, which means it's going to be one-on-one for the champion of Season 2 of Bloodsport. We have some surprises in store for you next week, so no spoilers here, but make sure you tune in because it's going to be a pretty awesome episode. And once again, thank you to all our patrons. Hit us up at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. Go to our merchandise partners, inkedandscreen.com, for our limited edition Dutch Boy t-shirt with this promo code on the screen right now. And another big thank you to Ryan Kloefkorn Meyers for writing all these questions and this great format of this new game that we did this episode. For Ken, Matt, Jeff, my name is Neal, and that was Triviality.